Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the third linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl, but not for that reason. When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety in the NFL. About 215 pounds. He's got a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. He's got him down on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
That went into the hands of Hamilton. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, defense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Uzomah. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. Double dog. That's the way. 36.
On 2nd down, Barber. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Kill.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. Going up top for Kupp. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Henry. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 2nd down, Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Fights loose. He'll try and run it. And some room to work. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. taken down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, something I did not think we'd see. That last kick breaks Morten Andersen's all-time record of 565. That's the number of field goals he hit, set primarily with the Saints and the Falcons from 82 to 07.
Oh, Brandon, the great Dane, Morten Andersen. He kicked till he was 47. If I tell you to break this record, especially in the era of passing touchdowns, that is one heck of an accomplishment.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd and 7, Wentz looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Barber on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. 120! 53's mine! You! What's this up?
On first down, Wentz. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Barber. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Funchess. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down in...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead in KC as we get you back out to Arrowhead and rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Go. Waiting. Watching you back. I'm coming for you.
Now on second and 13. Wentz, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On second and 12, Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Wentz now to throw, and that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He juked him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Wentz now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw left side to Reynolds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Barber. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Gano's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, No errors, right? Not turning it over and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Here's Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go. Watch safety green, watch safety green.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now down around his goal line. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man here is Hamilton. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Henry. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A-Shot Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Jackson. Funches has it complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And out come the Chiefs now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wentz going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A carry for Barber. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's caught by Funchess. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 4. A little under a minute 50 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Check. Ladies. Check. 55 device. Right here, right here.
Wentz to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson, rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.